same thing I knew. I felt the oversteer. This is exactly the traffic it caused. This is on my way back home. I'm by like the passing carriage. I was gonna play tennis outside, but it's looking like it's gonna rain. I've done it 3 days in a row now, so it's not really that big of a deal. But we still need to go to the grocery store because I only got breakfast, and I say it like that because I don't even think I have enough for a full meal. I'm feeling salmon, so we're gonna get some healthy omega-3s in us. It is a race weekend, and so seeing that the sim rig is very new, I gotta hit the ground running. We finished setting it up fully yesterday, but you know, I'll go over some changes that still kind of need to be made, but like the fitting and like all of that is sorted now. At first my hands were too close, it was hitting my legs, and the screen was also too close, and the brakes were also too close, so I was just like doing this in the car, just locking up. But that's all sorted now. There is one tweak that I will leave for later in the video that needs to be made, but let's actually go grocery shopping and get some breakfast. Maybe even some coffee, actually. It's not a bad idea.
If you are looking for a great option for salmon that isn't like an arm and a leg, you get the pre-season ones, 15, 11.89. You get the wild sockeye, which I think I'm actually gonna get because wild is a lot better. But it's still late. $6.
Cut off the stomach part of the fish, cook these two separately, and this will cook even. This won't get overcooked.
I like it. That's why
Because I'm only gonna eat one of these. I had one heavy breakfast yesterday, my God. Wasn't no carbs in it, but it just got sleepy. That fatty fish. Lots of omega. I think I get more, if I eat both of these, more than my daily intake needed for omega-3. My head is very freaking hot right now. Yeah, I don't think I will ever not love making eggs. Like the art of making an egg, not so much the taste.
when I get ready to buy things, people talk about this program, at least for yourself.
As soon as I brought it up to my stomach decided it wanted to growl. This is the first time I felt it today. So this is a fatty piece. I need you a little bit, please. Please try it. Just a little bit. Look. No, just a little bit. I'm serious. Please. You will not die. Please.
I feel sick
This is so
already.
good.
It stinks.
It does not. It doesn't. It tastes good. Please try it.
Dad.
I tried your stuff. Come on, just do this
You're
for
telling
me.
me.
Do this for me.
Oh,
I try your
no.
stuff all the time.
Oh no, I don't want no eggs.
Okay,
I'm
well here.
stuffed right now.
Here, just a little bit. Thank you. Just bite it. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, that creaminess is very good. So I have completely, the last time I had carbs for breakfast, and I mean something more substantial than one of the wraps, is probably several months ago. And even when I eat the wraps, I notice I get tired.
It was meaning going out to eat something.
So, dude, I feel like there's a bug crawling on my freaking leg right now. Okay, next on the schedule is gonna be practice. Now, I think the biggest thing, and I swear to God, I try my best, but it seems like fate has it to where everything that I do, there's always some sort of rush. The sim rig took a lot more time than expected to actually configure and set up. And on top of that, one thing that I realized when doing all of this is that sim racing is, in a way, it's pay to win, and not in the way you might think. If you're starting out or you're restarting out like I am, the closer you can get your rig to be like a real car, the less time you have to spend trying to adapt to the feeling of a sim rig, because it feels more and more like an actual world car. However, if you don't have that and you've got a little bit more arcadey stuff, you're spending a lot more time trying to get used to your gear than trying to learn the track. So trying to do all those things at once is like running 2 music tracks and they're different songs, but it's a little difficult. You make better time just pausing one, starting the other. So I gotta change this brake pedal spring because it's a lot lighter than I'm used to. I'm used to pedals being extremely heavy, and the other one was very light. And so when I was trail braking, it felt like I was kind of on my tippy toes a little bit. We're gonna have to switch that out real quick. And lucky for me, it's actually super easy. In fact, I can do it in a few seconds. So essentially what would happen is, because this spring is so gosh darn light, like right now, barely any motion on it, but I'll get to like about right here, which is, it feels like my foot's not dang near off of it. I would lock up. I would lock up the car every time, and then I would basically reach, this is 100 for me. That is not a lot of leg strength that I'm using right now, and whenever I try to trail brake, it's almost like there's so little resistance that it's just very jumpy. So we're gonna switch to this heavier spring and see if I can get a lot more resistance up against my foot. So if you've got VRS pedals, super simple, there's a clip. It's these prong things, you pop it up this, and you're pretty much already done. You slide it out through the side here. This is what the clip looks like. Where is it at? Looks like that. And all you do is grab this spring, slide it out. You can slide it out through the bottom, or you can just slide it out like that. Here's the blue one, all nice, very spongy though. Take this off, put this back on. Super simple. And I find it easier to just slot it in like this, and then just go above where you're supposed to lock it in at, and then stick it in this hole here. And then you just put the pin back, and it almost dang near stays in place. By the way, heads up, I think you can see it on this end, but this little hole here is where I slot this pin in, but it's on the other side here. It's mirrored on the other side, there's no difference. And there you go, super simple. So now we're gonna see how that one, we're gonna see how that one feels. So before any race, I just like to look at an overview, and it seems like learning a track is a lot like learning a language. The more you can sort of naturalize yourself into the track, the more so you can kind of, it's not about remembering, it's more so acquiring. And so with a language, you notice how if you have to think about every single word you say, you either overthink or you are slow to input. And to racing, this is seen in the form of missing a corner or not focusing on an apex, but you find that the drivers that are the fastest are the ones who have put in the laps. So at the very least, they know exactly what's coming up next. They know the turns, they know the bumps and all that stuff. And so I like to do a review before I hop on to any track like this one. I think I've probably seen this exact video maybe like 8 times already. And that is kind of how, you know, eventually you won't need this. You'll just know every corner and how to take it over and over and over again.
A straight line, but then you have to turn more. So you want to start from the outside here.
So just right off the bat, this load cell, very, very nice increased feel on that. I can trail brake super easily now, and it really is just a matter of adjusting it to fit what your style is. I mean, in a real racing car, that is what happens. You can adjust the brake pressure and the power steering and all that fun stuff. So on top of doing that, I did increase the friction on this. So instead of it just being free floating, because that's what it felt like at first, it now it's a lot heavier. It's significantly heavier, and I'm actually feeling the 9 Newton meters instead of just like no play at all. I can feel a lot more detail in it as well. Okay, so after reviewing the footage and comparing it to some track guides, I'm not anywhere near as slow as I thought I was. I thought that the fastest track times on here was 141 and some change. They could very easily, for these hot laps and these tutorials, be running a qualifying setup, which you can't really tell unless they run out of fuel. That may be why I'm seeing the 141, because I've seen it on a few of the cars, but I'm just thinking to myself, God dang, I cannot, it doesn't feel like I'm 4 seconds slower. I know I'm slow. Like, this is a new track. I've never driven a rear engine car, so just trying to get used to all this, of course, is a challenge. This is a challenging track. Gotta say though, this rig, pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. Happened again. The computer keeps shutting off. I don't know why. It keeps freaking happening. That's the second time within the past 10 minutes. So it does, I gotta sort this out. This is getting on my nerves. I was gonna do a practice race and everything. That does not look like it's happening. Not even kidding, I can't even race anymore. Like, the PC stopped working. Every time I load up the sim, it just turns off. So I guess that is the day in the life of an aspiring racing driver, because right now I can't even freaking race. I gotta sort this stuff out now. I freaking lied. So my day just got a little bit longer, and that's okay. But the next part of today is actually going to be revamping my website. One thing that I do hear in the racing community a lot of the times, which, I mean, for me, coming from an upbringing where I don't really ask for anything, I just kind of get it myself, stating exactly what it is that you want is a very good, like, obviously when it comes to partnership and whatnot, you want them to benefit, but you also want them to know what it is you're actually looking for. And that can bleed into further networking opportunities, that can lead into very specific favors that, you know, maybe you're required to further your career. And so I figure the best thing to do right now, I've got an idea of what I want to go for, so, or in who I want to actually work with. Proposal making. So we're gonna do that. Dinner is this. It's called Heritage Flakes. I'll put the nutrition facts up right here. Very good, very healthy, very nice alternative. Not very healthy, but they're a good cheat meal, that's for sure. New trailer video for the website is now done. It showcases more of me and the motorsports aspect and less of the other lifestyle stuff, because this was made when I was just trying to literally get any gig. But that's complete. So now tomorrow is just a bunch of proposal writing and some planning. I got a few teams that I actually want to reach out to, some networking, some video stuff. I think it'll look really cool. But that is the day in the life of a wannabe racing driver. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's like the next day, 12:13. A full day. Whoa.